Hey guys, I'm back, and this time is gonna be a little different. It's not gonna be a gameplay, but it's gonna be a setup. This is gonna be the best setup. Right now, this is what most people should be running if they want to get maximum kills. If you know they want to just, I don't know, just do a lot of damage. You know what I'm saying? Get their kills with minimum effort. Any map you want. This is the setup right now. I want to make it with you guys, alright? Alright, as you all know, well, if you don't, the fail is it is buffed. It's really good. It's really good. I think they increased the damage output, the fire rate, and everything. Everything is good about this weapon right now. Well, obviously, I mean, if you don't need the MP5. You don't need the MP5, but as I said, this is the best setup, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get a lot of kills. So, go right ahead and get it. And, as you can see here for my perks, you can have EOD, take reduced damage from non-kill streak and explosives. Fire, if you don't want EOD, you can have quick fix, that's a good one too. You can heal every time you kill somebody. And if you really don't want the MP5, you can just have the Renetti Akimbo, or the what's it called again? The snake shot, the Akimbo snake shot. And if you don't want overkill, you just put Ghost on. Ghost is amazing, as you all know by now. Amped, I personally would put Battle Hardened on, but this time I should choose Amped because weapon swap with these weapons is so slow, and I need it to be fast. Especially if you're playing in a smaller map, you can't have your things being any slower. You need to be fast paced. Alright, let's get right to the FAL gunsmith. Alright, so first we're gonna start with the stock. You want no stock so you can have maximum mobility. You don't need an optic, but I would choose an optic just in case. You can choose anything, you know. You can choose this, the VK. You can choose anything. If you want long range, you can use the integral. You can have anything you want. It just depends on how you want to play. You can have mini reflex, you know, if you want to play mid range. Alright, we're gonna do that. Since you know this doesn't have that much rounds, you can either do the 24 or 30. It's up to you. But I would put the 30 since you already have no stock and you have more speed with that. And for underbarrel, the underbarrel, I would say the best one is the Commando foregrip. You can use the Commando foregrip, you know, or you can use the operator or the ranger. They're all really good, but as you guys know, this one is probably the best one. It's really good. The recoil stability and aiming stability is really good. And to end it, you can either, if you think you're not gonna get all your shots in semi-auto, you can just put the burst. But if you're not gonna use the burst, you should put the marksman barrel on. So this is what a typical setup should look like right now. It's really good. And if you don't want to have no optic on, it's fine. You can just put the burst. If you don't want to put the burst, you can either put the monolithic suppressor or a 5 milliwatt laser. Any of them is good, but I would advise using the burst. The burst, you just shoot it, it's one burst, they die. It's really amazing, it's really good. And yeah, you don't really need a rear grip because you already have no stock, so you have really good. You see, no red, everything is good, a little bit of everything. This is a really good weapon right here. Alright, so let's start with the MP5. As you guys know, the MP5 is probably the best SMG. It is the best SMG. I mean, the Fennec is strong, but MP5 is always going to be the best. So you're always going to want to use this no matter what level you are. This is good, especially for beginners. Alright, let's start with stock. Stock, I usually don't put stock that much unless it's no stock, but I would put this because, you know, it gives you more movement speed, aim down, sight speed. It gives you really good ADS speed, so you want that. You're gonna need, you don't need it, but you want that. This is really good for this setup. Alright, for the barrel, you could put the FSS Lite, but you could also put the monolithic integral suppressor, which I would put for bullet velocity. And you can put the 30 rounds, but I advise you not to. Just put the 45 because the 30 rounds, it's really slow. Not slow, it's not slow, it's just it does decrease fire rate, but it's also like it's, like they decrease the fire rate, but it's also really fast because it's 30 rounds and this weapon is fast. So you would want the 45 round mags. You want the 45 round mags. You want the stipple grip tape for more, ADS speed, sprint to fire speed. You want that. For the underbarrel, you want the Mark 4 grip. You want the Mark 4 grip so you can have recoil control. And if you think that's gonna ruin your, and if you want aiming stability instead of hipfire accuracy, since it's MP5, then you can put the Ranger 4 grip. This is probably the best setup for this weapon. This weapon is really good even without a setup. I know many people would put this on because it has many pros and only one con, but trust me, this is way better. It's more accurate, trust me. This is alright, but look at the range. The range goes all the way down. Same thing. This gives it the maximum range. This is really good. Same thing with this, trust me. I know it shows damage and range, but you don't want this. You're gonna have to reload a lot. And if you want this, you can equip the 30 round mag, take it down, the stippled, and you can put on a sleight of hands. You know what I'm saying? But I would advise you, this is the best setup for this weapon, is laser. And you don't have to constantly reload, you know what I'm saying? You can put, obviously any camouflage you want, anything. But this is the best setup. And for your lethal and tactical, it's all up to you. For lethal, I would choose a C4. You already know C4 is dangerous. It's good, especially if you're playing hardpoint, anything like that. It's really good. Shipment is really good. Close range, it's a really good weapon. And as I said earlier, you could use quick fix and not have stim on, but I would advise having stim on because it's just more accessible. It's better. You're not always gonna get the kill, and you can actually get a lot of health from it in a short amount of time. But if you don't want that, you can put the heartbeat sensor on, but that's if you're playing Warzone. But if you're not, you don't really need it. But if you feel like you need it to get more kills, you can put that on. But if you're not gonna put the stim or this, it's gonna be these two for obvious reasons. You can stun your enemy, flash the enemy, get kills right away. And well, that's it for the video. You guys can copy this setup, use it, tell me how it is, and yeah, have a nice day, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.